Alright, what we're going to do today is we're going to take these stock baffles out, and we are going to replace them with these A&R racing baffles. These ordered from A&R Motorsports. It was about $150 with shipping. It's supposed to make it louder, supposed to give it maybe a little more performance, but this is a great alternative to replacing those exhausts instead of spending thousands of dollars. So this is what I'm going to do. The instructions are online, and this is going to be my first install, so bear with me here, but we're going to get it taken care of. So let's put these bad boys on. Alright, what we've done so far is we've removed this back seat first, get the Allen wrench out that goes with it, remove this seat, remove the two exhaust guards. Then what we're going to do is, and I'm not going to really record this, but we're going to loosen this plastic so we can move it. Because what you have to do is you have to get these two bolts that are right here to drop these exhausts down. Once we do that, we'll unbolt it down here, get this out, and start the install. Okay, what we've done is there's 1, 2, and then up underneath there there's going to be another one, 3, and then another one on the other side. There's 4 of these plastic little fasteners. 2 of them are on the underneath. They're gonna pop out. These 2, just when you do a half or a quarter turn, they pop out. You'll need a different Allen wrench for this, and then it's going to be a 12 millimeter, and we're going to go ahead and loosen that here. Alright, we've loosened this bolt down here. Now we're just going to see if we can't get this exhaust to come out without scratching everything up. Probably need to continue taking it off a little bit more. Maybe take that entire clip off or clamp. Wrong way. There we go. Loosen that as much as you can. Now let's see if we can. Alright, our instructions say to take a 3/16 drill bit, and what I'm going to do, on these safety glasses here, there are 3 rivets. There's 1, 2, and obviously 3. What we're going to do is we're going to drill these out using that 3/16 bit, and we're going to remove this cap. That's going to be our first step after removing the exhaust. So let's start doing that. Take your time doing that. Got the rivets drilled out, so now what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can't remove this end cap. It's easier on some of the sides, like this side right here. It's like it's sticking a little bit, maybe because that rivet's still in there. I have to go back in, give it a little extra drill. There we go. Maybe. Alright, so here it is. The cap is off. Now their instructions say make sure you mark the caps right and left. Well, it's already marked right. So if you just do one at a time instead of trying to do both at the same time, then you don't have to worry about marking the cap. So we're going to set this aside and go on to the second part. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. My intentions are not to reuse this baffle. Their instructions do not say to do this. In fact, they say to drill the hole, which I did right back here, and get some 10-inch long screwdriver, which I don't have, but I found a rod, and when I put that through there, it was just coming out the other side. So I'm doing this a different way. I noticed that the lip of the outside of the can here was a little bit longer than the inside baffle lip. So I put this in a vise, cranked it down really tight, and then I just took this rubber mallet and I just started beating on it a little bit until it started getting it going. And you can start to see right here, it's starting to back itself out. And then with the rubber mallet here, I just started using this piece here to kind of, you know, hammer on that a little bit, just lightly to kind of loosen it up, and it's starting to come out. So we're going to continue and see if this hillbilly engineering is going to turn out or not. Okay, and it worked. Can completely removed here. And so now we're going to try and pack it. Alright, so this unnecessary hole that we drilled, we're going to make sure you got a rivet gun, and we're going to go ahead and rivet this closed here, hopefully. Bada boom, bada bing. There it is. We won't drill the hole on the next one now that we know how to remove that stock baffle. So what you're going to do is take some paper towels or some kind of towel. You're going to lay your cap down flat, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and position this as if you were going to go ahead and install it into the cap. Of course, the cap goes on last, but what we're doing here is we're going to line up where the baffle plate needs to be. And then to do this, you're just going to take the 3 screws that were provided, and you're just going to put that in there, get that secured so it doesn't move. Okay, so this is going to hold it in place. We're going to obviously probably pack it to this plate here. So then once it's packed to the plate, and then I might make a little mark here just to kind of give me an idea where it's at, but I don't think it's going to move. You can see it's nice and flush up against there. We're going to pack this. Once it's packed, the goal is you're going to take the inside, you might not be able to see, there you go. You're going to, there's obviously the pipe right there. This pipe is going to slide over that inside pipe. Now, when we do that, we're going to obviously take those screws out, slide this in, and then repeat the process with the next one. Alright, here's the packing. The instructions say to remove the nylon material here, and then we're going to cut this in half. So you're going to cut it in half. I think we're going to cut it this way. We're going to wrap the baffle and then wrap it again. Alright, so get a pair of scissors, and you can see, like, whenever you cut it in half, it's going to go about all the way up. So we're going to cut this in half. I probably need to use some safety glasses just in case that some of this crap flies up. I will tell you that this has taken me probably 3 hours for this one muffler, just because I bought a stupid battery-powered Dremel, and that piece of junk dies about every 2 minutes. And so finally I just took a Sawzall and cut those welds out. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to pack the material. I'll wrap it. So the instructions say to wrap it again with this other stuff and then take the wire and then wire it down. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so get that nice and packed, good and tight. There's that one. I'm going to take the extra piece, Alright, this is with it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the end cap on. Now what I did was, just to kind of, you can, if your holes right here slip down, take your little Allen wrench or something and kind of just bring it up. Hopefully it's not going to, don't do it too much. You don't want to tear your threads up. Get everything lined up. And alright, this is it. This is with everything bolted up. You kind of see right like this. The hardest part was getting this cap back on and keeping that plate that these screws go into, keeping that plate from not moving. So what I did is, and I didn't show it on the video here, but it's all you do is this inside, this muffler, the inside lip that this goes over, I just kind of rolled it, and then started at the top, just pressed it on there. You'll figure it out, and then make sure that this is going to sit somewhat pretty flush. Alright, I just installed these A&R Motorsports racing baffles. This project took me about 5 hours to do, but man, it is worth it. I want you guys to hear what this sounds like on this 2014. Get over here. Looks good, sounds good. It's worth it.